Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, kickoff moments away. Quickly, what are you watching in this one?
The offensive line for both teams, because both teams have a terrific pass rush. They've got to keep their passers upright. If they have a chance to do that, they can both thrive on offense and move the ball downfield.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. This will be taken in at the 1. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Ready. 125.
A first down throw for Winston. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. John Randall continuing to fight downfield. The big tackle gets him for a loss of 11. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
Now Jameis on second down. He's going to look deep down the field. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, not back on their heels.
They don't want to waste this outstanding field position on this opening drive as they come up on third down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. K1 short. In there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. Here's Brad Wing now to punt it away on 4th down. First and 10, Devin Wade drops back. And his first look is incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Rocket! Rocket! Set! Red 24!
To throw again, Wade. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. That one goes for 24 yards. That play by Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Before kickoff, Charles, quickly, your keys to the game.
Well, partner, I could give you the standard ones, turnovers, special teams play. But here's one that doesn't get talked about much anymore, and that's time of possession. Whoever controls the football, gives their defense a break, and takes care of business, that's the team that's going to win this ball game.
Here's Blair Walsh now about ready to get us started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
But that return gives him a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards on the play.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
On 1st down, Allen throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. Now looks to throw. Johnson's got it complete. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Von Miller leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. It was the veteran safety, Malcolm Jenkins, who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that that could be a really, really frequent combination. And Walsh able to convert it as his kick is good. And the opening drive of the game yields 3. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope. But good things are in store here today for them.
Set. Yellow 20.
A first carry for the Hall of Famer, Barry Sanders. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Set. Wide. 80.
They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And that is incomplete here.
So many qualities coaches tick off when they talk about, hey, what is it going to take to make an excellent quarterback? Accuracy has to rank near the top of every list.
Talk about arm strength, that's great. Mobility, great. But you need that accuracy in there. That one well in front of his man.
Yeah, now they got to face a big third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Set. Red. 32.
Now with a play clock at 4, we're going to get a timeout called. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Devin from the shotgun. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Unfortunate interception there by Devin Wade, and it may sound cliche, but those are some of the learning bumps in the NFL.
Listen, great quarterbacks throw interceptions in the game. The key is whether he'll learn from it and not make the same mistake the next time that opportunity presents itself.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So after the INT, it's Allen. It's caught left side by Cooks. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The clock running here, under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Now it's the Boise State alum, Jay Ajayi. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Only a gain of a yard there, but it indeed gets him a new set of downs. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go now.
Allen now on 1st down. Drops it off to Ajayi. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 15 yards down to the 15 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
They dump off underneath to Ajayi. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. Jay Ajayi, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, and a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here as that will take it. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football, but they face a second and long to start things out. Devin will throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
First down, and they're going to throw without it. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Dayon Buchanan in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to throw deep, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Brian Dawkins, the safety with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's an experienced DB picking off a rookie, and you know sometimes those experienced DBs, they love going against the young pups, don't they?
And I go back to the offseason, had a quick conversation with him about, hey, when you play younger quarterbacks, what's it like for you? And he says it's like being a boxer. I give him a lot of different angles, a lot of different looks, and a lot of times I just bait the young guy.
And there he baited him right into the interception. And an alley to run. And they work this out past the 25. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Set, blue, 43.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
Partner, we're into the second quarter, and I guess you can kind of look at it both ways. The offense, they've got to figure out what they're going to do because they haven't scored any points. But if you're the defense, you're feeling great about what you got going on. The only concern you have, if you get to the half, what adjustments will the offense make to try to defeat you?
Second down, Devin will throw it. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Joey Bosa in there to sack him for a loss of 6. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Devin from the shotgun. And pressure gets to him again. 1:59 to go in the first half. Now Brad Wing on to punt this one away. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. Oh, it's a wobbler here. That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit! Detroit! Here we go now. Blue landed! Blue landed!
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. He's a little too aggressive there from his Mike linebacker spot.
Sometimes you jump into gaps trying to draw them off sides. This time he tricked himself.
So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now 7 of 10 here in this first half. And he's got a 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen going to throw. That is caught with the 7-yard line. And this results in 6. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. Extra point up and good by Walsh. And that makes our score 17-0. Here's Walsh now to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, if something's happening, we have the casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Wade to throw. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Devin with a give. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Devin will throw on 2nd down. And for the 3rd time here this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by the 13-time Pro Bowler Ray Lewis. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Madden Elites offense coming back on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Allen. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 54 yards away. That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, but a flag is down here, so hold on. Let's see what this is about. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. That's it for the first half. We now proceed to the start of the 2nd half. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Wide. 80.
Devin Wade in the shotgun. He'll get this one off to Sanders. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know some people express surprise when Barry Sanders catches the football because his rushing numbers get most of the attention, but he also contributed in his career in the passing game like we just saw there.
Yeah, he had nearly 3,000 career receiving yards, and I think that gets overshadowed by the over 15,000 rushing yards that Mr. Sanders had. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, that's Sanders. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
I think when people start talking about the greatest Ravens of all time, Ray Lewis's name comes up pretty fast, doesn't it? Tackles like that, just the tip of the iceberg when you start to talk about his talents.
He was their 2nd pick after the move to Baltimore. What was that, 96?
Yeah, 1996. Jonathan Ogden was the first.
And Ray Lewis also 2-time Super Bowl champion and the MVP of Super Bowl 35. Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. I think probably just trying to draw him off there, it didn't work.
And defensively, that's what you work on all the time. Being in that spot and being able to not jump and give them the yardage that they were desiring.
The punter wing is on as he sends this one away. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, I feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
All right, now, look at 56.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
Here's Allen.
Blue 90.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. Now they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
1st and 10, Devin Wade back to pass. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Devin turns and hands it off. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They go play action with Devin. Sliding out of the pocket. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try the field goal here. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And he missed it. He missed it just wide of that left upright. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Set. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, look at 56. Look at.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. It's a big play there. 55 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal.
No, check. Patriot. Patriot.
Now Allen again. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. John Randall in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On now, it's Blair Walsh as he'll try to field goal here. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They pass up the three, fake it, it doesn't work. Oftentimes with these gadget plays, these fakes, we focus on the offense and say, hey, they practiced this week, they were ready. But the defenses practice these situations too.
And just look at it this way, the two owners sitting up in their boxes, one is saying, boy, is my team well prepared, and the other one's like, I got to talk to my coaches. What were they thinking?
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their fourth pick of the game. Instead, second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Devin drops back. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders. Wade's speed, a bit deceptive, isn't it?
It really is, because you never think.
First and 10, Devin Wade drops back. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Bruce Smith in there to get him for a loss of 5. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has, but in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Devin's going to hand this one off. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a third down.
It seemed like the situation was second and a mile to go for a first down, which screams what? Throw the football. You got to pass in order to try and pick up that kind of yardage. But in this case, they ran a tendency breaker because the tendency is for defenses to be out there and be set up for a pass. So you break tendency and actually run the football. That changes everything because if you're able to find a crease, you often have bigger guys working against smaller guys downfield. They picked up excellent yardage there to bring up a third down.
Back to throw. Wade, nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Joey Bosa getting him once again, his third sack of the afternoon. The Madden Elite's offense trotting out again with this lead and the football. Things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense.
And he will have a touchdown. Jimmy Graham, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Madden Elites, they extend their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Second and 10. Wade to throw it again. toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. First catch there for OBJ, and that good for a first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Devin Wade from the shotgun. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Wade buying time to his left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. The Raiders on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now Devin from the shotgun. And this is going to be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Over the middle to Kittle, complete. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. 3rd first down on this drive. Devin spoke a lot with us extensively about getting into a rhythm. He seems to be in a rhythm.
He seems to be just fine, and what I'm seeing now, the defenders taking a look at each other, kind of got their hands out going, what's going on out here? They got to find a way to stop him.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Dallas!
Devin Wade to throw again on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. The Raiders on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Wade in the gun. And he's going to go down again. Joey Bosa in there yet again. My goodness, make it 5 sacks for him now in this one game alone. Now defensively here, we're going to get a timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Devin will throw. And the pressure again, and down he goes again. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now Allen drops it off to Ajayi. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to the back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a...
And this will be a touchdown. Calvin Johnson, a 24-yard touchdown. And this offense continues to pour it on.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because...
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Floating one, incomplete. They've got this big lead. They said, forget one, we want two. Instead, they got 0.
Unbelievable they didn't even attempt it from the 15-yard line. What are they thinking? I do know this. When you fake one in this situation with that type of a lead, especially from the 15-yard line, oh, boy. I tell you what, meeting them again somewhere down the line, they'll remember this. Yeah, they'll think that they were trying to clown them a little bit.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Mathis! Alpha! Alpha!
Devin will throw on 2nd down. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side in the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
Wade to throw. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. On 1st down, Wade. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And it's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them.
They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Here we go. Devin Wade to throw on 4th down. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So, Charles, are able to complete what so often seems to be elusive, a shutout in the NFL. And maybe what's fitting is they ended the game on the field, that defensive unit on the field. What an exclamation mark.
And probably felt like they could go another 60 minutes without anyone putting points on the board against them. That's the confidence you gain throughout when you're pitching a shutout. And they're going to leave the stadium feeling like they're all 10 feet tall.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say so long, everyone, from Ford Field. Up in the booth with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and kickoff straight ahead, CD. What's one thing that you're going to have your eye on?
I think about what the great coaches of the past always said. The key to any ball game. Can you rush theirs and protect yours? Well, in this case, both of these teams get after the quarterbacks. I'm watching the pass rush.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Ryan. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And he's already got 2 catches on the opening drive. They know he's going to be a handful.
And sometimes you game plan for that offensively. You want to make sure that guy touches the ball, and sometimes it just happens naturally. And then you change your game plan. When he has the hot hand, you keep going back to him because he's running routes with confidence as the game goes on.
To throw is Ryan. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one, but incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Tyrone Crawford in on the tackle.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. On second down, Hyde. And not much there as he gets it up to about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup, and now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. Back near his goal line, Mariota. A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Yeah, Sanders now to return. Ready to go now in the second quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
First down, run with Hyde. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, and you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half. And
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He can't bring him down.
The weight room does work.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Second and 10 now. Ryan looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. second down. Mariota. Throw left side, taken in by Galladay. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. They'll give to Hyde. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Remain in a scoreless first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. Handoff comes to Hyde, and he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Third down, Carlos Hyde. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And Boswell's kick is good. And it's 3-0 here in the second quarter. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
And now Oakland ready to take the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Got a man. It's Brown. And down he'll go at the 25. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Raiders try to move quickly, try to get everybody back to the line. Now Ryan on 2nd down. Caught over the middle by Moss. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Well, that'll get them to first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
Tuesday.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Ryan. On the crossing route. Complete. That's Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Over the middle here to Rudolph. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So they are going to call on Dan Bailey here. His career long is 56 yards done in Seattle. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
Final play of the half here, Mariota. And incomplete on the deep ball. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And out on the pitch, the ball's loose. But thankfully, this is corralled by the offense, so they will, in fact, hold on to the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
A tip carry for Hyde. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on 4th down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. They pitch it out to Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The Pro Bowler Chris Harris is in on the tackle. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Dancing to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
I liked his effort there. He got it done on his own. But let's face it, he puts defenses in a really stressful spot when he takes off and runs because a lot of guys have coverage responsibilities.
Good job of rallying, though, because I thought when he first took off, he might pick up the first down. No move to get the offense off the field here. They've converted once on this drive. On fourth, they'll go again and try it once more. Mariota to sneak it. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. The toss play. This is high. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Again, it's Hyde. Trucks over it. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Back now in the East Bay. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Here's Hyde. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard run. Leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming up. Hyde, the lone man in the backfield. And he'll get it up the middle. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. Hasn't been his best afternoon on the ground, far from it, but a critical 3rd down conversion.
This afternoon just got better. All right, you're exactly right. Hasn't been his best in terms of yardage, but that run there, that's the one your teammates look to you and go, okay, that's what we want from you. That's what we need. Now they have a chance to keep moving forward and a chance to win the game.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll sneak it with Mariota. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Marcus Mariota scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. Now Ryan on first down. Over the middle, complete. That's Moss. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense, too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up, an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
Now a run with Hyde. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling. Check.
A first down throw for Mariota. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A nice gain of 21 yards. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run high, and he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Carlos Hyde taking it in from 4 yards out, and his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Buda Baker with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before. And right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more. But a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it.
Carry number 20 here for Hyde. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They run it again with Hyde. And another run. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So following the run by Hyde, here's 1st and 10. Coming right, Hyde on the taunts. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. The storyline of this one, Charles, no doubt the number 0. Zilch, nada. A shutout so hard to do in the NFL.
It really is, and what an accomplishment, because you feel that not just on the defensive side, but as a full team. There's a lot of pride that goes into shutting out an opponent. And how about that 0 on the scoreboard for them, going along with those zeros in the time column too.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.